Hey, everybody. Welcome to your Wednesday Word of Grace. I am Rennie, the pastor of Mills River United Methodist Church, and I am coming to you today from our big backyard. I wanted to start by letting you know, reminding you that we are going to have our first in-person worship experience since all of this started way back on March 15th, coming up this month on Sunday, July the 19th at 8:30 in the morning. So I hope you'll come and join us. We're going to be sitting right out here on this field, and you'll be having the beautiful clouds and mountains and wonderful trees to your backs. And then what you'll be able to see is our beautiful church, our wonderful sanctuary, but you'll also be able to see what is our true church, the true heart and soul of who we are at Mills River, and that is each other. Got somebody who's pulled up in the parking lot here who walked with me a little bit today. We've had a lot of stuff going on around here that I'm sure many of you are not aware of, and it's hard to stay connected with everything that's going on. We're doing our best to keep everybody connected through all of this, and I hope you know that I love you all very much, and I miss you very much too. And so I just want you to know that we're working really, really hard to try and help you know how much you are loved and how much you are connected to God. One of the things that we've been working on actually is our church building. Our stained glass window is leaking, and we repaired that stained glass window. Our cupola, which has been leaking for almost 20 years, has also been repaired, and the contractor actually added some crosses to it. I'll share those photos in the comments after my time with you today is done. But I just wanted to let you know that that also has been repaired, and that's not leaking anymore, and that's a wonderful thing too. So while you all have been away, we've been doing some things around here. I'm also going to come and show you some other things that are happening. I thought you might like to see a look inside of what's going on in the sanctuary on Sunday mornings. So we're going to go into the sanctuary now. As we go in here, you may also notice around me that the narthex has been painted. That's right. We got a fresh coat of paint here in our narthex. And boy, we are looking forward to the day when we can fill this with your wonderful and fabulous faces and presence once again. I picked out the paint color, so if we need to have one of those church fights over colors, come to me, because I picked it out. And I think it looks pretty good, but I'll let you decide. I wanted to also let you know that, and I'll be sharing this in the comments as well, that I'm beginning a new practice this week. You will recall our name tag board here. You see all of the names on it around, sitting out here. And so I'm actually going to invite us every week to pray for one of the sections of our name tag board. And so that's another, photo that I will be sharing with you in the comment section after this. And I want to invite you to pray with me for all of the names listed in that photo, whether you know who they represent or if they are simply names to you, they represent people who are vital parts of this congregation. As we go through all of this, if we do a section of the names and you don't see your name hanging there, please share it with us, and we will be happy to make you a name tag and include it and look for the day when you can actually wear it in person with us. We're going to go in the sanctuary now, and I am going to turn around. Oh, isn't that a view we've all missed? I know that's a view that you all have missed very much. Coming into the sanctuary, seeing that beautiful stained glass cross, those wonderful banners that we now have as part of our worship space. That's just a wonderful, wonderful thing. And I wanted to share that with you. Even though you can't be in here in person right now, I hope that you can experience and enjoy the beauty of what that is and know that God is still at work in this place. That's right. God is still at work in this place through each and every one of you. As I was meditating on scripture and thinking about all that God has done and is doing, I was reminded of a passage from Lamentations, of all places, a book that's full of all of the failures and the judgments and the harms and the hurts and all of those things that Israel's done wrong and the suffering that they've brought upon themselves. And that's not exactly where we are, but we certainly are in a time of deep struggle and sadness and grief for a lot of different things right now. But there's a few verses in there that just grab out in the midst of all of these sorrows and sighings. And they're this: the steadfast love of the Lord never ceases. God's mercies never come to an end. They are new every morning. Great is God's faithfulness. The Lord is my portion, my soul says. Therefore, thus I put my trust in him. Friends, this is our heart's cry. I hope that you hear the truth and the wonder of the love of God that never ceases, that there are new mercies every single day. If your yesterday was the worst day of your life, guess what? God's mercies for yesterday were enough. God's mercies for today will be enough. God's love is steadfast, never ending, always enough mercy just for you and whatever's going on in your life. So put your trust in the Lord. The Lord is our portion. God has provided enough for today. God has given us everything we need, not only to survive, but to thrive. What a wonderful gift of God's grace and mercy to us every day. So in addition to showing you the wonderful space, I also thought that I would show you some of the technology and give you a little bit of a sense of what it looks like for those of us who are able to lead you in worship on Sunday mornings from this place and what we've got going on here. So while I showed you kind of what you would normally see, here you see all kinds of wonderful cameras and technology that we've got here. You'll see we've got cords laying around and boxes and pencils and papers and plugs. You know, there's just a lot that goes into trying to bring worship to you all in this age that is completely new and different. And if you're a little overwhelmed by the technology from a distance, imagine how overwhelmed we are right now trying to learn it and do it together. But you know what? God's steadfast love continues. God's mercy never ends. So look through here. Oh, I long for the day when these pews will be filled up again. See, we got some more technology back here. We've added an additional computer and some screens back here for our live streaming, as well as for our lyric slides and that kind of thing. We're working on upgrading some of the internet connections so that we can make sure that we are well able to continue to keep our connection with you in that way. Friends, I love you and miss you so much. And I hope that you are continuing to experience God's grace and presence in these difficult times. Peace of Christ be with you all. Hope you've enjoyed this tour and this time. Again, I look forward to seeing those of you who are able to come and join us on July 19th at 8:30 in the morning out there in the field and having a wonderful time of worship. And before that, I hope that you'll join us in participating in the various activities and worship services that we have online between now and then. Peace and blessings to you. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.